Hey, what up, guys? Today is Saturday. We're gonna do another vlog today. Brian with his R32 is gonna come over. Brian with the R32. He just got rid of his BRZ, and he got an R32. Just picked it up. He's had it for about 2 weeks, and I wanted to show you guys the car. I want to see it actually. I want to see. Hopefully, he takes us for a drive. Subscribe to the channel. You know, if you guys want to continue to see these videos, if you guys like them, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And he's gonna be here in about 10-15 minutes. You guys make it a great Saturday. What's up? So pretty excited?
Oh yeah.
Pretty pumped up?
Yep.
Does it have a racing clutch or no? Okay, so this is Brian, guys.
Hello.
So Brian's a guy that I met at Cars and Coffee, and he had a WRX. And why'd you get rid of the WRX?
To actually get one of these, and I didn't get one of them.
So he sold the WRX and got a BRZ, right?
Yeah.
And then it sounds like this was pretty much your dream car to get this car, right?
Yeah, this was my dream car originally, but you know, something about the Pandem BRZ drew me away for a little bit, so eventually I had to come back to it.
So got rid of the BRZ, sold it, and got the R32.
Yep.
So you just picked it up how long ago?
I've now had it for 4 days, or no, sorry, a week.
So you've had it for a week, nice. So you drove it from where you picked it up, it did fine?
Yep.
About how many miles was it?
1,100 miles, didn't overheat once, no leaks.
It's nice.
Rides like a dream.
So it's pretty solid. So what year is the car?
91?
So it's a 91 R32, and it has the Volcray wheels.
18 by 10?
18 by 10, nice. What's your favorite part about the car now, so far, now being an owner of an R32?
Honestly, with this particular car, the power, it's a rocket ship.
Is it?
It is.
How fast have you had it?
I think I've taken it up to 130, 140, somewhere around there.
Damn, that's pretty. With your mom in the car?
Yeah. Yeah, actually. She didn't even notice we were going so fast. It rides really smooth up there.
That's nice. For the most part, it's in pretty good shape. It's going to be a little bit of a project. What's first thing you want to do with the car?
I need to get a catalytic converter and hopefully pass smog. I don't want to get classic plates with this car.
You don't want to get classic plates?
I plan to drive it.
Nice.
Well, at least as much as I can afford gas for it. So.
Nice. So do you want to show us the inside of the car?
Yeah, sure. It's a little bit messy.
So Ricardo seats. You like these? You like how it sits?
Oh yeah, no, they're really comfortable and they're really not that low to the ground.
Aftermarket steering wheel.
Which is all, I need to fix that.
Are you going to remove that one or change the steering wheel? Or?
I need to get a new hub because someone stripped a bolt in there and broke it off.
Nice.
So I can't even fix the angle at which it sits.
That sucks.
It's just crooked as hell.
Well, little by little.
Exactly.
You know, for me at least, you have the car, which is the hardest thing to get, I think.
Oh yeah.
To find one, and you got it at a pretty decent deal, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there were some other ones on the market that were maybe in a little bit better condition, around the same standard as this with all the engine upgrades and stuff, but the people wouldn't respond or be really slow. This guy was really forthcoming, and
so buying a GTR, you're saying, is very not your typical seller.
No, not for the most part. A lot of them don't want to respond or don't have what you need.
I would have to agree with that one.
In Nevada, personally, you have to actually have the import documentation regardless if you have a state title.
So did he give you all the paperwork and all that stuff?
Yeah, I've got all the import documentation from his military days and stuff.
So how many miles does the car have?
The car has probably somewhere in the range of 120,000 miles because it's been a changed odometer.
Okay.
So that mileage is unknown, and the engine has under 100,000 kilometers on it. So
nice. And then you got some Defi gauges. Those are nice gauges.
yeah, unfortunately, I need to eventually get an air fuel gauge. I wish it had one, but
So what do you have right now? What kind of gauges?
water temp, oil temp,
This is your oil.
boost gauge, and oil pressure over there.
Nice. Oil pressure on this side.
Yeah.
And they all work.
Yep. And I mean the stock gauges work too, so they're just not as accurate.
So stock gauges. So you have your battery, your oil, and then your boost, right?
Yes.
And then you have your Kenwood sound system or stereo.
Yep. It only hooks up to iPhones.
Nice. That's great.
I have an Android.
Oh, that's what you get. And then what about like the climate control and that kind of stuff? Does it?
Oh yeah, no, it works. It's auto climate control. For a 91, you wouldn't think it had auto climate control, but it does. I mean, it doesn't have an AC in it right now, so.
So no AC in it.
Yeah, it just blows in outside air when it turns off, so.
So who needs AC, right?
Exactly. I mean, I've got the AC compressor. I just need to install it and fill it up.
The guy gave it to you?
Yeah,
Nice.
free of charge.
Nice.
Thankfully.
And then this is practically how you change gears, right?
Yeah.
So for you guys that never owned a right-hand drive vehicle, so you're gonna have your shifting's the same.
Yep.
Your pedals are gonna be the same. What has been the hardest thing getting used to a right-hand drive?
Just staying in the lane, really. You're so used to looking at a certain spot on the road to keep yourself in your lane that when you're riding on the other side, you kind of move towards that spot and go into other people's lanes, and people honk, or if you have a passenger like I did, luckily they can just tell you you're going over the line.
So going over the lines, guys. So if you guys ever buy a right-hand drive, that's gonna be the biggest thing so far. I would agree as well. It is. Your mind is just so used to being on the other side of the road that your mind forgets for a second where you're at.
It really does.
So these cars are. They have rear seats.
It'll be a little black lever up on the side.
Cool.
It'll like spring load itself forward. I'll hold that for you.
So back seats, not really. I mean, not practical, but I think you have more space in an R35 back here, which is pretty nice.
You can actually fit. I could probably fit you in these back seats comfortably.
Nice.
If it's an average size adult.
So it's kind of like, it looks almost like a 240, right?
Yeah.
Kind of in that, as far as the seats.
Yeah, I mean maybe a little bit more room than a 240, but
Because you got the seats that actually kind of curve in or dip in, whatever you want to call it.
exactly.
So it comes in handy.
Oh yeah, and I mean, as you can see, you've got a good fit of leg down there.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, especially with these seats. These seats are not small either.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
It's stuck up there. Little car meant for little people.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to show us about the inside of the car? What do you think is?
It's kind of a mess. Other than that, it had this cool little 3D printed cup holder because these cars don't come with cup holders.
So no cup holders. So the guy had a 3D printed little cup holder. That's nice.
Day one, my mom was playing with the vents up here and broke this little dingaloo.
Nice. That didn't bother you, right?
It's just a vent. It doesn't matter too much. The rest of them work, so that's what really matters.
So what does it say up here? What is it saying right there?
Something about an airbag warning that no longer has in the car.
I'm joking. I have the same thing on my car. Oh, so look, so you have your you have a gauge actually that tells you your front torque.
Yeah, I've only seen it go a few times when like really hard acceleration, and one time when I lost traction.
So this car's mainly rear-wheel drive, correct?
Yes.
So when does it kick the power to the front wheels?
Say like when you're coming out of a turn and you start accelerating, if you have more than stock power, you'll start getting like 5-10% split to the front, and it makes it feel more of like it's the best of both worlds between a WRX and a BRZ because you get that turn-in of the rear-wheel drive, and then you get the pull out of the corner of the all-wheel drive.
That's badass. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it really is.
Power windows, which is kind of pretty nice too.
Power windows and mirrors.
And mirrors too, nice.
Yep.
So you got your stickers here on the door, your Skyline trim right here on the bottom, active speakers. So not bad overall, so then said it's pretty nice. I love the fact that kind of like Subarus, you know how like the Evos, I have an Evo and the frame kind of goes like that. I like the fact that this car's like this as well. Like pretty much you can say that the R35s are the same thing. And
frameless windows.
WRX, STIs.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, the WRX, the one I had, at least the 14 hatchback, was a framed window.
Was it? Ah, that
Yeah.
sucks.
The BRZ was the first frameless I owned, and it threw me off for a little bit because they put that little thing in there so it doesn't freeze when you open your door.
He has a YouTube channel and an Instagram. If they want to follow you on Instagram, what's your name?
_ Brian LaPlante.
And then your YouTube channel?
Brian LaPlante.
Same thing.
Yep, same thing.
And how do you spell it?
BrianLaplant.
Cool. So there you go, guys. If you guys want to follow him, just check him out. He makes videos, and he goes to Cars and Coffees and records those videos. And he's a motivation to me that keeps me going on these videos. And as well, I like watching his videos. And if you ever want to go on Cars and Coffee Reno on YouTube, and you'll see a lot of his videos. He's always there, and he's early, always. Yeah. So there you go. So twin turbo RB26. What year out of what kind of Skyline is it?
It's a 2001 Nissan Skyline engine from an R34.
That's badass. So out of 2001, he has a RB26. That's fucking sick.
Yep. That solved solved most of the problems with the oiling snout and the crankshaft not being long enough for that. Haven't had any oiling issues yet. Cross my fingers. So it's doing its job.
What about the turbos? What kind of turbos does it have?
It's got HKS GT SS turbos. They're the mid-range turbos for the twin turbo setup.
Right there.
You can just barely see the front one if you really try. And it's been street tuned to right around 400, 450 horsepower. Probably could make more if I get a better tune on it, but...
So 400 or 450 horsepower, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Nice. So, what else does the engine have? I mean, is it besides the turbos, anything else aftermarket it has?
It's got Tomei pond cams, 264. It's got the oil filter relocator kit with AN fittings, and it had a sound system at one point, but no longer. Other than that, 800cc injectors, Walbro fuel pump. Just the basic stuff.
You got your outputs, radiator, your Ultima battery.
Which I cannot fit a battery tie down on.
Did you put this battery on it, or it came with the
battery?
So you just bought it?
Yeah, well, he put it on for me. He couldn't find a smaller Japanese battery to fit it, so.
Nice. Why would somebody want to relocate the oil filter up here?
So if you look really far down with the line right there, that is where the oil filter used to sit.
Oh, I got you. Now that makes complete sense.
And it's just in a terrible location. It drips over everything, and it's near impossible to get to with our Americanized hands.
So it's just a fucking pain in the ass to change the oil.
Exactly.
So that is just for easy access is what it is.
Saves you so much time and effort.
RB26 out of a 2001 R34. About 400 450 horsepower. That's pretty solid on a small car like this. What'd you say the car weighs about?
I believe the curb weight on Google says 3,100, so it's about, I want to say, 900 pounds lighter than the R35.
That's a fat car. That's a fat car. This is a light, nice, powerful car.
The weight definitely plays a huge factor when playing with power.
Nice. So cool. So thank you for showing us the car. I mean, overall, it's a really nice car, and I'm happy for you. I'm excited. We're gonna see what he brings for us in the future. And what did you say you want to do first? What's your goal?
My main goal is to get it smogged, because in Washoe County we unfortunately do have to pass smog standards to drive any car.
So do you think it'll pass smog right now?
No, it doesn't have a catalytic converter in it. I have to order one of those, and if it doesn't pass after that, then I have to start shopping around for a tuner to hopefully get it to pass.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully you get it smogged so we can see this car out at Cars and Coffee, and I'm very excited for you. I'm happy for you that you got a car like this, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, man.
And let's see what happens. Let's see what the future brings out for us out of this car. And Brian, nice to meet you, Brian, and maybe hopefully takes us for a drive right now.
Yeah, if you want, let's go.
Cool.
That'd be great.
Out of the driveway. So we're taking the R32 for a drive, just to see kind of how it handles and how it drives. It is a little weird being on the passenger side. Usually when I drive my right-hand drive, you know, it doesn't feel this weird.
You're usually the driver in that one.
Yeah. So it does feel a little weird for me as a passenger.
Oh, it felt weird for me too. I had to trust my mom completely.
Sounds nice.
I could pull in 5th gear all the way to a red line and it wouldn't have an issue with it.
That pull was pretty badass. What you think you went up to like 90 miles an hour? Yeah, the car feels fucking good.
Yeah, I like it. It definitely scared me when the guy took me for the test drive. Just getting into second, I went wide-eyed.
Yeah, R32 trans with R34 RB26 engine.
Yep.
All the gauges will work, it looks like. How much boost is it boosting?
I've seen it peak right around 1.3 bar, maybe 1.5, but I mean, when you're going that fast, it's hard to keep your eye on the boost gauge.
Especially on the curve. It's good. So you must feel pretty excited to have a car this quick.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to take it out to an autocross and make some people cry.
Right? And I think you're gonna kick some ass actually. So guys, I hope you guys like what you guys saw today. You know, we're riding an R32. This is the first time that I've actually rode an R32, just so you know.
Well, thanks for being the first.
Thank you for taking me on the ride. But anyway, so it's pretty cool. This guy took the time out of his day to come over to my house so I can make a video for you guys. So please like, share, and subscribe. Follow him. Again, what's your username? Well, not username. What's
Brian LaPlante on YouTube and _ Brian LaPlante on Instagram.
So follow him. He's trying to use this car for what it was made for, and he wants to take it autocrossing and kick some ass. First, he has to register and get it past smog, and then after he does that, then we'll see what happens. But yeah, just like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and hope you guys liked the video.